Hello students, in this video we will pay attention to psychological barriers. Now psychological barriers are related to our psychology, our mentality, our thinking, our emotions. And one major danger of these psychological barriers is that they are not visible like physical or environmental barriers. So it is very tough to apply solutions. First of all, it is very tough to identify if these barriers are there. Once the communication fails, we realize that yes, there was a problem, and when we realize that it was psychological barrier, then only we may try to apply some solutions. So these are very dangerous to tackle. So what are these different psychological barriers? Number one is lack of attention. We will discuss this lack of attention because it is highly important from students point of view. Body is present and mind is absent. Mind is wandering somewhere, maybe in WhatsApp or maybe on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. So we get diverted to somewhere else. Though our body is present in the meeting, Google Meet, or maybe in the actual classroom we are sitting over there, but our mind is wandering somewhere else. This is called lack of attention. And because of this, whatever the teacher teaches in the classroom or maybe via Google Meet or Zoom Meet, the students fail to understand the concept. The reason is, one major reason is lack of attention. And the same case is applicable if your mom is talking to you something and you are not paying attention, you may miss. If she has asked you to buy something from outside, you didn't pay attention to what she said. So if she asked you 1 kg of potato and you didn't listen properly, you may get 10 kg or maybe 2 kg or maybe half kg because you didn't listen, you didn't pay attention to what she said. So miscommunication, wrong communication is possible because there is no attention paid. Sometimes when we are reading, we don't pay attention to what we read and we simply waste our time. So after reading also, we don't understand what we read and what is there in the question or in the answer, and we won't be able to present the same answer in examination because we didn't pay attention when we read it or when we listened. So lack of attention is one major psychological barrier and we need to tackle it. And as I said, it is very difficult to tackle them because they are abstract. The second psychological barrier is halo effect and Horn's effect. Now what is this halo effect and Horn's effect? Halo effect and Horn's effect are nothing but bias or prejudice. Bias and prejudice are the preconceived notion or understanding or concept of something. If we have one opinion about something, according to our opinion we tend to think about it. If we know, we have made our mind that mathematics is a very tough subject, a very complicated subject. Because of this notion, because of this Horn's effect, which is bad prejudice. Bad prejudice means Horn's effect, and good prejudice means good opinion about something is halo effect. So both the effects are not good. They pose as barrier. So when we have understood or we have made our mind that mathematics is a complicated subject, doesn't matter how good the teacher is, mathematics teacher is, we don't understand it because we have already our preconceived notion or idea about one subject, mathematics, that it is complicated, and so we don't understand it because we have already made up our mind. That is Horn effect, that is our prejudice, bias about mathematics subject. So whether you have good opinion about something or maybe bad opinion about something, we don't get complete a message because of this bias or halo effect or Horn's effect. So we have to eradicate them from our psychology, and with very open and clear mind we should face any subject or any person that we meet. The next psychological barrier is superiority complex and inferiority complex. Now what is this superiority complex and inferiority complex? Superiority complex means where when a person thinks that he is highly knowledgeable and there is no one who can guide him because he has complete knowledge of something, there breeds the superiority complex. He or she feels that there is no one like him or her. That is superiority complex. And only because of this attitude, what happens, such people, those who are affected by superiority complex, they don't pay attention to what others say. They even neglect good opinions, good suggestions and good solutions. And only because of that closed mind of them, due to superiority complex, no communication takes place and it affects the communication process. This is how it functions as a barrier. Like superiority complex, even inferiority complex is also a barrier in communication. Now what is this inferiority complex? When someone feels that I can't do it, this attitude, development of such attitude, such confidence in us that I am good for nothing, that is called inferiority complex. And because of that, very good suggestions, very good ideas that are kept by the people, they keep it in their mind. They become introvert, they don't express it because they know that I won't be able to, or they won't be able to express them properly, maybe in front of their superiors. Because of that, communication does not take place, and this is how it functions as barrier. Another very important barrier is lack of retention. Now God has gifted us, or God has given us a gift to forget the things. We attend the lectures, we attend sessions, we attend speeches of political leaders, but whatever they say, we don't retain it completely 100% in our brain. And after some times, whatever we have listened or whatever we have read, we tend to forget it. If we don't revisit the same thing again and again, we tend to forget it. And only because of that, lack of communication or miscommunication takes place. For example, if your dad has given you the list of 4 to 5 items to be brought from the market, you haven't written it down or noted it down somewhere, and you simply go to the market, and after buying 2-3 items, you may forget something because something slips out of your brain, and when you come back, you have been asked by your father to bring 5 items, and what you have brought maybe 3 or 4, or maybe something else you might have brought. So this may happen because our brain does not retain everything. That is why. Another very important barrier that we need to pay attention is emotions. Whether we are happy, whether we are very angry, whether we are having fear, whenever we are under the influence of any strong emotion, it may be positive or it may be negative emotions, we do not listen to what others say. We are not in the position, mental state to understand what others are saying or whatever is written in front of us. If any tragic event happens in someone's family and someone else comes and tries to soothe us, to console us, we don't pay attention to, because we are in that state. We are in the state of shock, maybe tragedy. So because of these strong emotions, it may be we are very happy, it may be we are happy, very happy. In that condition also, we don't listen to others. Because we are enjoying somewhere. We are enjoying. So anything, any emotion, if that engulfs us, we don't pay attention to what others are saying. Or in that state, if you are very fearful, maybe you are on the stage for the first time and you have the stage fear, you start shivering because of that pressure, burden, fear. You don't open up, you don't even speak even a single word. So this happens only because of the fear or the emotions. So emotions are also another type of psychological barrier that we need to pay attention to. Sometimes because of our greed, because of our jealousy, sometimes we don't pay attention or don't pass complete message. The filtering takes place. For example, if someone is a manager and the manager is very selfish and greedy or jealous of his juniors, so the manager do not provide complete information to that junior, and because of that, the junior may not perform or complete the project successfully. Point is, because of the jealousy, because of the greed, the manager did not provide the complete information to the junior, and that's why the filtering took place. And because of the filtering, complete message did not reach to the junior and he failed in his project. So this may happen, and this is everything, it has everything to do with psychology. So this is how psychological barriers are there, and they are abstract, so it is very difficult to tackle them. Identify them and try to apply solutions as far as possible so that the communication takes place smoothly. Thank you so much.